Ladies and gentlemen, we experience every day the negative effects of climate change. Either we speak about ever larger floods, drought or desertification, strong storms or forest fires, climate change increasingly affects our lives. Climate change already makes its effects known with regard to food security, health, infrastructure or access to natural resources. Romania is concerned about the damages inflicted by the new climate conditions to environment, but also by their impact on economies and communities all over the world. Without any doubt, now is the time to act firmly, and we must act jointly, each by its own capabilities. I hope, on behalf of my nation, that 2009 will be a turning point in this respect. The responsibility for our country's future security and welfare demands that we reach a global agreement in Copenhagen to limit the negative effects of climate change. Romania, together with the other partner countries of the European Union, is determined to act strongly to cut emissions and put in practice significant mitigation and adaptation measures. Romania is part of the Kyoto Protocol and last December made a commitment as an EU member to cut its emissions with 20% by 2020 and cover 20% of its energy needs from renewable sources. This visionary EU commitment could be turned into an even more ambitious goal, namely a 30% emission cut, if the other developed countries match this target with comparable measures. We find it very important that the goal of limiting global warming is shared by all world's countries, from the most developed to emerging economies and those still developing. For this reason, Romania fully backs the adoption of an international binding agreement to equitably reflect the burden sharing among member states. In Romania and Europe as a whole, we strongly believe that the implementation of emission cuts measures would not only represent a risk management tool, but also an engine for economical growth, sustainable social development and job creation. We will support measures that will ensure financing for adaptation of developing and least developed economies. We hope that these resources will be channeled towards new technologies and for sustaining energy efficiency, which is an important economic resource. Not least, we must better care for our forests, waters, and the whole of our natural wealth. Forests could not only help us capturing and storing more carbon, but also defending ourselves better from the natural disasters caused by climate change, as I mentioned. In the next decade, Romania will concentrate on supporting the sustainable agriculture and rural development, which are equally valuable means in combating the adverse effect of global warming. The United Nations is the most suitable framework for such a multilateral endeavor. The whole world is watching, and we must show decision and wisdom for the sake of our planet. Thank you.